Hello all, and welcome to Occult Transylvania. I'm Oli Andre Olar, and I'm a practicing occultist from Transylvania. And this is a vlog where we will explore a variety of topics that pertain to the occult, the hermetic, the gnostic, whatever, to help you on your own journey of self-discovery, self-actualization, spiritual evolution, and growth. Take whatever you need from this if you ever stumble and interact with this, and may it serve you well on whatever you are doing. Today is Monday, July 29th, 2024, and it is the day of the moon. So I thought these days are particularly benefic for talking about lunar themes, especially things dissolving, things going into the unknown, things more hidden in nature. And I touched upon this theme just a little bit on the most recent reel I just posted on Instagram. And it is about the decrease of the visible light in the moon and what that means symbolically. Basically, I was perusing the internet, as you might, looking at the weather. And when you look at weather apps and whatnot, they show you when the sun rises and sets at what time, and especially the moon as well, like the time of the moonrise and the time of the moon set, as well as the phase of the moon. And I found it really interesting how it showed the picture of a moon, of the moon phase, and the percentage of its cycle right on top of it. So the percentage was 75%. The moon is waning, but it's going towards its completion cycle from new moon to full moon. Yet the picture was of the moon being just half full and decreasing, which is a very interesting juxtaposition of this contrast between the cycle completing, going towards 100%, yet the light of the moon is decreasing day by day, and the moon is rising later and later and later in the day. What this means, this is a good example of an apathetic theological concept. In theology, there are two ways to approach divinity from a human perspective. That's what it's called: apophatic theology and cataphatic theology. One talks about the apophatic, about the lack, the incapability of human beings to articulate what divinity is. So you approach it through absence and void, and it's deeply inner working, except not outward facing. And cataphatic is there's someone who facilitates the ritual. The deity is very distinctly attributed. You understand what it does, what the ritual is. There's certain things you do to commune with a very defined creator being. Yet in apophatic approaches, that goes out the window. The creator is just a tiny facet that helps human beings understand it. That divine being is all things, including good and evil and beyond it. So we can't even put a face and a name to it. And I find that was personally my own approach to understanding divinity and my own relationship with it. Maybe it was the culture here in Transylvania, because there's a lot of Orthodox, Christian, mystic, whatnot, cultural background for more than 1,500 years now, something like that. And the fact that the landscape itself facilitates this approach. I'll go more in depth about that weird aspect later on in other episodes. Yet Mondays are really good times to remember this because, again, there's correlations. It's the day ruled by the moon. And the moon, sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. You see it as a beautiful crescent, as we see it in pop culture and modern culture, whatever. And then you blink, a couple of days go by, a week, and it's a full moon. And then it disappears and you can't see it for a while, and then life goes by and there's another full moon, and it shows itself, it disappears, it plays this trick of diminishing light, increasing shadow, and vice versa. What this does showcase in symbolism is the fact that the light is decreasing right now on the waning moon. As it goes from 75% to 100%, it's getting less and less visible. Yet the moon is still there. Of course, it's not disappeared in any way, shape, or form. That is the key reminder of an apophatic approach. When there was something in our life and now there isn't, it doesn't mean it completely disappeared. It means that it has changed. That void is the key. That void is a guide to understand how things evolve and take shape and change face in the material world, yet nothing is ever as it seems. Just like the moon, it changes visibility. Sometimes things in life are very present on a career path, or in relationships, in health, and whatnot. It changes, the visibility of it wanes and waxes. And it teaches us to not despair or over-attach to when things seem absent, but that absence is a mask, a gate, a threshold for us understanding that there's more to that there. If you go beyond it, if you meditate and contemplate it, there's much more something where nothing is. There's never a complete void in nature in any way, shape, or form. Things do get over. Things do end completely. A life, a relationship, a career, some things just end. Yet, in spirit and our journey of understanding it, we know it just changes face, changes visibility, and moon showcases that. So a good practice to have every Monday is to see wherever that void is and understand how there's always something there, and that connection with the something hidden beyond the void is a pathway to understanding the true divinity that lies beyond any human concept of a creator being. And for me, it was incredibly potent and self-affirming to do such meditation. So wherever you see absence in life, notice what is there beyond the void. Wherever you stare into the void, it will always stare back, because there's always something there. This is a whole huge infinite concept, so every Monday I want to explore it further. May it serve you in everything you do, and remember, we have a limited time to be alive, so do your best to make most of every moment being alive on your journey of self-actualization. All the best. Cheers.